Most people don't actually know whether they're financially ahead or behind for their age. They just assume things are fine. And then they see the actual 2026 average income numbers by age group, and a lot of them get surprised. But here's the real twist. The number alone doesn't tell you the full picture. So today, you're getting both: the actual 2026 income ranges by age and what those numbers really mean for where you stand right now. Let's get into it. Before we go age by age, one thing needs to be said up front. These numbers are real benchmarks based on 2026 median earnings data. They're useful, but here's where most people go wrong. They see the number, compare it to their salary, feel relieved or stressed, and move on. Because there are people earning well above these averages who are genuinely broke, and there are people earning right at average who are quietly building something real. The difference is never just the number. It's always the system behind it. Keep that in mind as we go through each age group. Your 20s. In 2026, the average income for people in their early 20s sits around $37,000 to $42,000 per year. By the late 20s, that number climbs to roughly $52,000 to $58,000 as careers start finding direction. If you're in that range or even slightly below, that's fine. This is the foundation stage. The income number is not the most important thing right now. But here's where people in their 20s make the single biggest financial mistake. The first real salary arrives. It feels like a lot compared to before, and the brain says, "You've made it." So the lifestyle upgrades: new phone, better apartment, nicer clothes, and within weeks, the entire paycheck is spoken for. There's nothing wrong with enjoying your money, but when every dollar goes toward consumption and nothing goes toward building, you're running fast and going nowhere. The people who are in strong positions in their 30s and 40s almost always made one decision in their 20s. They started putting money somewhere intentional before it felt comfortable. Not big amounts, just a habit, just the system. Skills, savings rate, and avoiding lifestyle inflation early. That's the 20s playbook. The income figure is secondary to all three. Your 30s, and this is where things get quietly dangerous. In 2026, average income for people in their 30s ranges from around $58,000 in the early part of the decade to $68,000 to $72,000 by the mid to late 30s. Real career progression, numbers that look solid on paper. And that's exactly where the trap is, because at the exact same time income goes up, so does everything else: rent or mortgage, car payments, family expenses, social expectations. The lifestyle you're expected to maintain at 35 looks very different from what was acceptable at 25. Here's what quietly happens. Income goes up, expenses go up just as fast, and actual wealth being built stays flat. The salary looks better. The bank account tells a different story. Here's a simple test. Every time your income has increased over the last few years, did your savings rate also go up? Or did the extra money just disappear into a more expensive version of your life? If your income is up, but your investable cash is roughly the same, you're not getting ahead. You're just living more expensively, which feels like progress. Financially, it isn't. This is the decade where two very different futures start forming. One group earns more and directs that extra money with intention. The other earns more and immediately absorbs it into lifestyle. From the outside, both groups look the same income range, same social circles, same general appearance of doing well. But 10 years from now, they will not recognize each other's financial lives. Your 40s. This is where the gap becomes impossible to ignore. In 2026, average income for people in their 40s sits between $70,000 and $78,000, typically the peak earning years for most professionals. The number looks strong, and for many people, this is when they feel most financially confident. But here's what that number doesn't show. By your 40s, the decisions or lack of decisions from your 20s and 30s have had a decade or more to compound. Two people with nearly identical $75,000 incomes can be in completely different financial positions. One has been building consistently. The other has been reacting. spending when times were good, stressing when they weren't, never quite getting around to the boring, important stuff. Same salary, completely different reality. The questions that actually matter in your 40s are not about income. They're about this. How much do you consistently save each month? What do you own versus what do you owe? And if your income stopped tomorrow, how many months could you survive without real panic? That last question is the one most people quietly avoid asking themselves. And most people, if they're being genuinely honest, don't love their answer. Some people reach their mid-40s and look around at their life and realize, I've been earning well for 15 years and I have almost nothing to show for it. That realization hits differently when you're 44 than when you're 28. If you're in your 40s and feel behind, it is not too late, but it requires looking at where things actually stand, not where you wish they stood, where they actually are right now. And if this kind of breakdown is useful to you, where we go past the numbers and talk about what they actually mean, subscribe. That's what this channel is, not just the figures, the thinking behind them. Your 50s and beyond. This is where the scoreboard finally shows. Average income for people in their 50s in 2026 sits around $72,000 to $76,000, still strong, but at this stage, the salary number tells you almost nothing about how someone is actually doing. Think of it this way. Your 20s were about planting, your 30s and 40s were about tending, your 50s are harvest time, and you can only harvest what you actually planted. No amount of income in your 50s fully compensates for 2 decades of not building. Someone earning $80,000 in their 50s with heavy debt and no meaningful savings is one job loss away from a real crisis, even if nothing looks wrong from the outside. Someone earning $62,000 with a house that's significantly paid off, investments quietly compounding in the background, and controlled expenses, that person has something that can't be measured by a salary figure. They have time, they have options, they have peace of mind. By your 50s, financial security is not about what lands in your account each month. It's about whether your life can hold up without it.
So, where should you actually stand? If you're below the average for your age group, here's the honest answer. Being below average income for your age is not the end, but 3 things are worth checking. First, do you have a real path to growing your income, a skill you're building, a better role you're working toward, a side income developing? Second, do you have genuine control over your spending? Not perfection, just control. Third, are you investing anything at all? Even a small, consistent amount beats waiting until the number feels right. Below average with a direction is completely recoverable. Below average with no plan and no system, that's the actual problem, not the number itself. And if you're above average, good, that's real. But high income is one of the most common reasons people never build actual wealth. It creates a false sense of security. Money moves through, the lifestyle matches it, and nothing permanent gets built. The people who reach their late 40s and 50s with financial regret are rarely people who had low incomes. They're people who had decent incomes and spent 20 years not paying close enough attention. If you feel behind right now, here's what to actually do. Step 1, grow your income. New skill, better opportunity, side income, whatever fits your situation. Income growth matters. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Step 2, when your income goes up, don't immediately upgrade your life. Direct the extra money somewhere intentional before your lifestyle absorbs it. This one decision separates the 2 groups we talked about earlier. Step 3, build a simple system. 1 account for bills and necessary expenses, 1 account for building wealth. Automate a transfer between them so it moves before you can spend it. That's it. Boring? Yes, that's the point. Luxury is exciting. Security is disciplined. The boring decisions made consistently, that's what actually closes the gap. So here's the final word. In 2026, the average income numbers by age are useful, but only when you look at them alongside your habits, your debt, and your investing history. A $75,000 salary with no system is just expensive lifestyle maintenance.
A $50,000 salary with a real system is how actual freedom gets built. Income gives you options. Discipline gives you freedom. Drop your age in the comments, 20s, 30s, 40s, or 50s plus.